Travis Kelce was lounging on the oversized sectional in his Kansas City home, scrolling through his phone after a grueling practice session. His girlfriend, the global pop sensation Taylor Swift, was sitting across from him, sipping her favorite herbal tea and jotting down notes in a leather-bound journal. It was a quiet evening, the kind they both cherished amidst their chaotic schedules. The TV was on, but neither of them was really watching. "Travis, I've been thinking," Taylor began, her voice calm, but with a hint of mischief that always put Travis on alert. He looked up from his phone, raising an eyebrow. "Oh yeah? About what?" he asked, chuckling a little, expecting something lighthearted. Taylor took another sip of her tea, her blue eyes twinkling. "Well, I've been working on this new song. But it's not just a song, it's kind of an anthem. A vision." Travis leaned forward, intrigued. "Okay, I'm listening. What's the vision?" Taylor set her cup down and shifted in her seat. "It's about the future, Trav. Our future. I mean, I know we've only been dating for a while, but I've got big plans." Travis chuckled, his easygoing smile spreading across his face. "Big plans? Huh, like what? A song about me catching the winning touchdown at the Super Bowl?" Taylor smirked, shaking her head. "Bigger. It's more personal." Now, Travis was curious. He put his phone down, fully engaged. "Go on. Hit me with it." Taylor took a deep breath and, with a dramatic flair only she could pull off, said, "So, I've been planning this whole tour, right? And I'm thinking at the final show, in front of thousands of people, I dropped the bomb." Travis leaned back, confused. "The bomb?" Taylor grinned and then dropped the words that would completely shake Travis to his core. "I announce our engagement." Travis blinked. His smile faltered. "Wait, what?" Taylor, completely unfazed, continued as if she hadn't just detonated his brain. "And then, we get married on stage. Like, surprise. I mean, can you imagine the headlines? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce tie the knot mid-concert. It would be the most epic moment in pop culture history." Travis stared at her, utterly dumbfounded. His brain was trying to catch up to the whirlwind of information she had just dumped on him. Marriage? On stage? Thousands of fans watching? Hold up, Tay. You want to get married on stage? Like, during your concert? Exactly. Taylor's face lit up with excitement. "I mean, it's so us. Spontaneous, grand, unforgettable. And think of how much our fans would freak out in the best way possible. I could even write a song about the whole experience afterward." Travis rubbed his temples, processing. "Babe, I love you, but marriage on stage? I thought that was the kind of thing we'd talk about, in private." Taylor's smile softened. I know, but you're so used to the spotlight, and so am I. Why not make it the biggest event of both our lives?" Travis was speechless for a moment, still staring at her, trying to gauge if she was serious. He knew Taylor loved big, bold gestures, but this was on another level. His mind raced. Was this really how he'd pictured proposing or being proposed to? In front of a sold-out crowd, with cameras flashing and fans screaming? He stammered, wow. I wasn't expecting that. At all." Taylor leaned forward, resting her chin in her hand, clearly amused by his reaction. "You look a little shell-shocked there, Travis." "Yeah, you could say that," he muttered, rubbing the back of his neck. "I mean, I thought we'd, do it a bit more traditional. Just the two of us. Maybe tell the family first, before the world." Taylor gave a small laugh, but there was a warmth in her eyes. Okay, I get it. It was just an idea. I got a little carried away." "A little?" Travis grinned, shaking his head in disbelief. "Babe, that's the kind of idea you gotta ease me into." Taylor reached across and took his hand, squeezing it gently. "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to freak you out. I just get excited when I think about our future. I'll dial it back, I promise." Travis squeezed her hand back, still chuckling. "Maybe just a bit. I love you, Tay, but let's keep the wedding planning between us for now, okay?" Taylor nodded, smiling softly. "Deal." As they settled back into their quiet evening, Travis couldn't help but think that life with Taylor Swift was never boring. Even if she had a way of dropping the hottest, Travis Kelce had never seen Taylor Swift quite like this before. They were sitting in her cozy Nashville penthouse, sharing a lazy Sunday morning together. The sunlight poured through the large windows, bathing the room in a warm glow, and the smell of freshly brewed coffee lingered in the air. It was one of those rare moments when they could escape the world, just the two of them, away from the paparazzi and the flashing lights. Taylor, wearing one of Travis's oversized hoodies, was casually scrolling through her phone when she suddenly stopped, her eyes lighting up mischievously. "Okay, Trav," she said, setting her phone down. "I think it's time we had a little chat about the future." Travis raised an eyebrow, intrigued. "Oh yeah? What's on your mind, T?" She took a sip of her tea and leaned back on the couch, crossing her legs. "I've been thinking about us. You know, about the direction we're headed, and I've got some plans." His curiosity was fully piqued now. "Plans? Like what? Are we talking tour dates? Or something else?" Taylor smirked and placed her cup down. "Oh, it's definitely something else." She paused for dramatic effect, savoring his anticipation. "How do you feel about collaborating?" Travis blinked, trying to keep up. "Collaborating? Like, musically? I mean, I've got the pipes for it. But I don't know if the world's ready for a Kels feature on your next album." Taylor laughed, shaking her head. "Not music, silly. I'm talking about life plans. I've been writing some new songs about love and life, and I realized something. You're not just a part of my story, you're my endgame." He froze, completely dumbfounded. Taylor leaned forward, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "I'm talking about a house, Trav, maybe some rings, and kids." His jaw dropped. Wait, are you saying?" "Yeah," she said, her grin widening. "I'm spilling the tea. I've been thinking about what comes after all the tours, after the football games, after the limelight fades a bit. I see us together, really building something." Travis, still processing what she'd just dropped, sat back and ran a hand through his hair. "Whoa, Tay, that's huge." She nodded, her expression softening. "It is, and I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow, but it's something I want us to think about." He looked into her eyes, feeling the weight of her words sink in. A part of him had always known that things were serious between them, but hearing it laid out like this, it was overwhelming. "I just thought we were talking about brunch plans today," Travis joked, trying to ease the tension he suddenly felt in his chest. Taylor laughed, leaning over to kiss him on the cheek. "We can still do that, too." For the first time in a long while, the star-tied end was at a loss for words. Taylor Swift, global pop icon, queen of the charts, his girlfriend had just casually dropped the biggest bomb of all. And yet, as dumbfounded as he was, Travis couldn't help but smile. "Guess I better start training for more than just the Super Bowl," he finally said, pulling her closer. "Good thing you're always up for a challenge," she teased, as they both settled back into their cozy morning, the weight of the future feeling a little lighter, knowing they'd face it. Title: Travis Kelce dumbfounded after Taylor Swift spills hot tea on her future plans for him. It was a brisk fall evening, and Travis Kelce was feeling good. The Kansas City Chiefs had just pulled off a thrilling victory, and to top it off, his girlfriend Taylor Swift was waiting for him at a post-game celebration. After months of dating in the public eye, they had found a groove, balancing his life as an NFL superstar and her reign as a global pop sensation. They had agreed to keep the night low-key, meeting up at a cozy rooftop bar where the city lights twinkled beneath them. Taylor sat across from Travis, a playful smile dancing on her lips. She had something on her mind, and he could tell. "So," she said, sipping her tea delicately before placing the cup down, "I've been thinking a lot about us." Travis, mid-bite into a burger, raised an eyebrow. "Yeah? What's on your mind?" Taylor leaned in closer, her eyes glinting with mischief. "Well, you know how I'm on tour and all these shows have been crazy, right? And then there's your football season. But I was thinking maybe it's time to shake things up." Travis grinned. "Shake things up? Like a vacation? I'm all for it." "No," Taylor replied with a laugh, shaking her head. "Not a vacation, Trav. Something bigger." He leaned back, still grinning, but now his curiosity was piqued. Taylor was a mastermind when it came to planning, but the tone of her voice suggested this was something more than just a new project or adventure. She cleared her throat dramatically and took another sip of her tea, before letting it spill figuratively and literally. "I'm thinking of writing my next album about us. And not just that." She paused, her fingers dancing on the edge of her cup. "I have a few ideas about, what you could do in it." Travis blinked. "Wait, what? Me? In your album?" Taylor nodded excitedly. "You'd be a huge part of it. I'm envisioning music videos, live performances, and maybe, just maybe, you'll do a little more than just catch footballs." She winked. Now, Travis was completely dumbfounded. "Wait, you want me to what? Perform? Sing? Dance?" "Well," Taylor teased, I wouldn't go as far as saying sing, but we could work on something fun. You've got charisma. You could totally pull off a cameo in a music video. I mean, it's not like you don't know how to put on a show." He sat there, utterly speechless. Travis Kelce, the tough and confident NFL tight end, was not one to shy away from challenges. He faced down 300-pound defenders without flinching, but the idea of being in a Taylor Swift music video? That was next-level pressure. But Taylor continued, leaning in with a more serious expression. "That's not all. I've been thinking long-term. I know football won't last forever, but we might. So, I thought, why not merge our worlds a little more? I've got all these creative ideas, and maybe, in the future, we can collaborate on something even bigger." Travis blinked again. Like, I don't know, a documentary? Or maybe a little business venture together. You're good with people, and I'm good with, well, you know, everything else. She laughed, her eyes twinkling. "We could be the ultimate power couple, Trav. But for now, we start small. Like a music video appearance." Travis rubbed the back of his neck, trying to process everything. He had never imagined himself being part of Taylor's music world. Football was his life, his identity, but hearing her talk like that made him realize something. She wasn't just playing around. She was seeing a future, a partnership, a way to intertwine their lives beyond the glitz and glamour of their careers. "I mean, I guess I could learn a few dance moves," Travis said slowly, half joking but half serious. "But you'll have to teach me. I don't know if my footwork on the field translates to whatever it is you have in mind." Taylor beamed, leaning across the table to kiss him on the cheek. "Deal. We'll start with baby steps. But who knows, maybe one day you'll be accepting a Grammy with me." Travis chuckled, finally shaking off the initial shock. "A Grammy? Huh. Well, I've already got my Super Bowl ring, so why not?" As they clinked their glasses, the night stretched on, and the conversation shifted to lighter topics. But in the back of his mind, Travis knew his life was about to get even more unpredictable, and he was more than okay with it. Little did he know, though, that Taylor had already penned the first few lyrics of a new song, one that would soon be blasting from speakers worldwide, with him front and center. The end.